Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader. I want to thank you and the co-chairs of our Issues Committee, Representatives Wumble and Ross, for all the hard work. I think this is a interesting process that we go through in our caucus. It is a very valuable process because it sets our priorities. It says to the citizens of North Carolina what our priorities are as we go forward. Our goals for this session are to have a expeditious session. That's always a goal. But also to have a thorough session, one that examines issues, particularly budgetary issues, very carefully. To have an efficient session, one that looks for efficiencies in state government, and one that looks for solutions to stretch our dollars as far as we can stretch them in a year like this. Our agenda, if you reduce it to the first words, jobs, education, fiscal responsibility, and accountability. Four very good priorities for our caucus. First of all, jobs. Our number one priority is getting North Carolinians back to work, supporting our small businesses, trying to get them rehiring, and trying to make sure that insofar as government can have a role in that we play that role, to give Governor Perdue the tools that she needs to create jobs and to put the tools in our tax code that we need to create jobs. It is a top priority. It is the top priority for us, and we will work on that this session. I will note that we have proposals on jobs from various sectors. We welcome the minority party to join with us in working on those issues as all other issues. In education, our top priority is protecting our teaching jobs. We think that is critical. We will do that as well as we can do in this environment. It will be a top priority. Our community colleges are key to recovery, and I have been visiting community colleges around. They are, we have students of all ages showing up at our community colleges all over this state in increasing numbers and in substantially increasing numbers. We must give them the equipment and the enrollment that they need to handle those people as well as we can. The universities have been one of the engines of job growth in North Carolina. Our medical centers, our sciences, our engineering, we want to protect their core functions as well. We balance the state budget every year. That I continue to say that everywhere I go in North Carolina because so many people don't know about it. We do that. Sometimes it takes the governor to make some adjustments at the end to make sure it happens, but our budgets are always balanced, and we are going to do that this time. We want to streamline, economize, prioritize wherever we can this time, and to stretch our dollars as far as we can stretch them, because this is a difficult time in state government. We are going to look for efficiencies everywhere we can find them, but we do want to make sure that we fund the essential services for state government. Accountability. We want to keep to run the House in an open and transparent way. We want government to continue to make improvements in openness and transparency. We will have an ethics agenda. This is part of this fourth bullet. We will want to work on the integrity of state contracts. We've had several people working on that. We want to crack down on those who and make accountable those who defraud our state government. Our Medicaid fraud initiative is an important one. There are important savings to be had. We want to push forward with that. And so these four agenda items, jobs, education, efficiencies, ethics, I think are hallmarks for this session that will most citizens of North Carolina will approve. and that we can go by as a guide during this session. I intend to ask the House upstairs in a few minutes to conduct floor debates and committee discussions with civility. I have asked that every step along the way. We have largely achieved it, I think, and I'm pleased about that. And I will continue to ask for civility. In return, we will continue to have open floor debate for the most part. We have cut off, I think, the debate in the House floor 3 times in this legislative session. I believe that's correct, and that must be some sort of a record. And we do pride ourselves on open floor debate and hope to continue that. So we would ask our friends in the minority to join with us. Let's have a good session. Let's have one that's expeditious, thorough, efficient, and stretches our state dollars. I'll be happy to answer some questions.